Hi, y'all. Carrie Stevens here from the University of Texas at Austin. I'm here today to say thank you. Thank you to the CERT volunteers in Montgomery County and the surrounding National Capital Region for helping us with a really important project on human AI teaming. We call it the HAT project. So I thought I'd share a little insight and let you know why we actually needed to do this project. So there is a lot of social media data out there. And the challenge is that most of it is not relevant for emergency response work. However, there are needles in the haystack that are really, really meaningful and important for us to find. And that is what the CERT and VERT volunteers have been involved helping us do. Now, this is important for a couple of reasons. First of all, a lot of people believe that emergency response organizations monitor social media feeds, and that is not usually the case because it's quite resource intensive to do that. The other thing that's challenging is a lot of people post things now on social media and they don't call 911 or 311. So we don't want to miss some of that important information that's out there. So let me share with you the big picture goal of this project. Ideally, we want to have machines be able to go in and find these needles in the haystack. Now, what this means is that we need to focus on what it is that makes humans really unique and capable of identifying meaningful and actionable information. So the hard work that these volunteers have done so far really does provide the right type of insight needed to help the computers mimic the human decision-making process. And our research team has gotten to observe this process. We've observed people who have been labeling tweets. We've gotten to question them about the decisions that they're making to better understand that process. And then we've used that to help train the machines in really a new way. So here's what we found so far and where we are as of August 2020. Since the start of COVID-19, a lot of different volunteers from CERT have worked with Steve's team, and they've used their local knowledge to go in and try to help the machine better understand this social media data. Now, we took that baseline level work that was done, we reprogrammed and trained the computers, we incorporated the feedback of the volunteers to make the user interface easier to use, and then finally, we created a test for the machine. So since the 1st of August, we have a smaller set of volunteers that are going in and testing the machine. And the way that they are doing this is that the machine has pre-labeled tweets according to whether it's prevention or risk or relevant and irrelevant. And then the volunteers are double checking the work that the machines have done. So here's what we found. First of all, the machine is able to identify a lot of the irrelevant tweets, and it totally filters those away. So this latest set of volunteers has really gotten to focus on whether or not the machine is understanding how to code prevention and also code risk content. The volunteers have been really impressed with the progress the machines have made, and they've even made comments about that in the interviews that we've done. They can really see how the hard work that they have been doing and that all of you have been doing is really starting to pay off in giving us high quality data. So since I'm part of a research team that's been a part of this, I thought it would be good for us to give something back to you and give you a little insight into what this whole process has looked like. You have had very valuable contributions that will have a direct contribution to the production of new knowledge. What we've done as our part of the team and learned along the way after conducting 70 different one-hour interviews, we've gotten to involve 6 different graduate students and an undergraduate student. And we've learned that a single relevant tweet can contain a lot of different human decisions. We've also learned how to do qualitative research fully online, which is something we've had to do during COVID-19. Now, I would say that probably the most meaningful thing that we've learned is we've learned a lot about the CERT organizations. I tell you, y'all are pretty impressive. You're dedicated, you're really intellectually curious, and you've been a joy to work with. So I'd like to end by sharing my screen with you so that you can see the rest of the team members that have been a part of this effort, and just say to you, thank you. We wanted to give you a situation update because your work has made a meaningful contribution, and we are well on our way to doing some pretty incredible science. Now, before I end, I'll just say one more time, pat yourselves on your back. This has been hard work, and you have really, really helped us make progress. Have a great day, y'all.